Hello everyone, and welcome to this really special growth reading. So we are going to try and get through all of the signs, so it'll be just a short message for each sign, but we're calling in Archangel Metatron to be with us and help us, give us some guidance. And so Archangel Metatron, has the golden orange colors that you see here. So I'll show you the card. So we're calling in Archangel Metatron. Right? And Archangel Metatron is in charge of helping you open up your stellar gateway chakra, which is the 12th chakra. You can see that. All right. So we're calling in Archangel Metatron for this reading. And we're going to use an angel deck that has other angels as well that will come in for messages for us. But we are really, calling in Archangel Metatron, which also helps you with your ascension process. So Archangel Metatron is in charge of the ascension of humanity, the earth, and the entire universe, right? And so we want to call in Archangel Metatron and really wrap ourselves in that energy and cloak us in Metatron's energy. All right, so let's get started. We are going to start with Scorpio. So let's see what messages we have for Scorpio. So we're using this Archangel deck, and then we're also using the Archangel Metatron deck. And then we'll see what other decks we use here. So I hope that all of you are well. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. This is for Scorpio. You are ascending Archangel Azrael. You are ascending Scorpio. So some of you may be going through an ascension at this time, from some of you Scorpios. Okay. So let's see. This is beautiful. Yeah, so we have key to freedom, codependency. Key to freedom, codependency, right? And so then we have connection and attunement. All right. So I'm feeling like for some of you Scorpios, as I said, you're going through an ascension. I'm feeling like there are some things that you are releasing, right? And so some of you may have a codependency situation, right? But and for others of you, it may be just, I think, some sort of, I don't really feel a blockage. It's sort of like this really, I think, for some of you, it's like your mind, you're putting limitations on yourself. Thank you, is what I'm trying to say here. Some of you, I think you're putting limitations on yourself. And so I think this expansion of your energy, right? And so here you see this person, right? Again, we talked about the orange light for Archangel Metatron. And you see the energy here, the flow of the energy, right? Connection and attunement. And I think this ascension is going to help you really balance yourself, Scorpio, really balance your energy. And so as you are going through your ascension at this time, really try hard to just flow with, the energy of that, right? Because I think as you move through your ascension, I think some of these limitations that you're putting on yourself are going to fall away, and you'll see things a bit more clearly. Yeah, so it says Moonstone here. I am in the divine flow of my soul's rhythm and life cycles. Yeah. So this is the moonstone. Yeah. And so this is, I think, really about you getting into the flow of this energy that you are receiving, Scorpio, right? This ascension that you're going through, this flow of energy, this energy that you're receiving. I think it's getting into the flow of it and making sure that during this process you really try to flow with it, because it's going to really give you a breakthrough, right? The breakthrough that you need, I think, to really have these limitations fall away. All right. Okay, Scorpio. All right, next we have Leo. Messages we have for Leo. There's a lot of cards that fell out here, Leo, so we're going to take them. So Leo, we have self-love, Mother Mary. We have raise your vibration, Archangel Michael. We have new levels of light and infinite divine light. I don't know if I have enough space here. All right, so we have self-love, Mother Mary. We have raise your vibration, Archangel Michael. New levels of light, angels and ascended masters. Yeah, this is beautiful. And then Archangel Michael again, right, with infinite divine light. All right, so Archangel Michael is coming through strong for you, Leo. Let's see if I can get them all to stay. Yes, all right. So let's see what other cards we have here. This is beautiful. And so for some of you Leos that are going through your ascension at this time, right, be gentle with yourself, right? There's Mother Mary and the self-love, right? As you're going, because there are some things that may be revelations for you is what I'm feeling here, Leo, right? And so going through this ascension and raising your vibration, right, to this new levels of light. For some of you, it's something that you have not experienced before, and you're experiencing it at this time. Okay, Leo? And so Spirit is saying be gentle with yourself, right? And know that the angels, ascendant masters, they're all with you. And so this new level of light, for some of you Leos, there's going to be, with this ascension and the raising of vibration and frequency, there's going to be some new connections with some of the ascendant masters, some connections that you've never had before, right? So it's definitely a new level of light for some of you Leos. Yeah, light body, yep. Yeah, so we have letting go, time for release. Letting go, time for release. And then we have chakra, light body. Yeah, and so as I was saying, I'm feeling really strongly here. So a couple things, Leo. So one, as you're going through this ascension, right, I think there are some things that you are going to release, right, that you're going to let go, that you're going to have to let go, right, because they're not for your highest good. As you move into this new level of light, right, and where you are going to connect with some ascendant masters, that's a really high level of light and energy here, Leo. And so this light body, right, is what we're talking about here, the light body. And so your light body is going to be really high. And so there are things that will need to be released, right, as you're going through this ascension. And so really focus on that, Leo. Really focus on that. Focus on your ascension and letting go of the things that don't serve you, right? Because it's for your highest good, right? There are going to be energies that are just not serving you, and Spirit wants you to really pay attention to those energies that are not serving you and release them so that you can raise your vibration here. Yeah. So it says shine. It's time for Ruby. It's time for me to shine. Yeah. Yeah, Leo. And part of what's happening here is that this is all towards your, your life's, your life's purpose, your heart's desire, right? When you get into that moment where you're shining, there's a certain vibration and frequency that Spirit wants you to attain, right? As you manifest your gifts and your talents out into the world, right? And so it's going to be your time to shine. If you're not there already, you will be there. So this is, I think, for those of you that are going through an ascension at this time, right? In this new level of light, right? There's going to be, really some spotlight on you, Leo, as you move forward in your journey. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Leo. So next we have Taurus. All right, so let's see what we have for Taurus. Messages do we have for Taurus? All right, Taurus. So we have manifest with love, Archangel Uriel. Manifest with love. Yeah, and I think I'm feeling like that's what many of you are doing, Taurus. I feel like many of you are manifesting with love. You're manifesting out into the world with love. Yeah. You're connecting with others. Yeah, it says endings. You are held. So let's see what that's about. Where there's endings, there's new beginnings. Taurus. Yeah, emotional well-being. Yeah, and then we also have action here. Yeah, and so Taurus, what I'm feeling is that, there are some things that are coming to an end here for you, right? And so again, with endings, right? With endings, there's new beginnings, and Spirit is wanting you to know, right, that, the angels are with you, right? The angels are with you. And then we have water, emotional well-being. Emotional well-being. And so as you are manifesting, I feel like you're manifesting like yourself out into the world for others. And Spirit wants you to, really take action to take care of yourself, Taurus, right? I think just making sure that, your well-being, your energy, right, is balanced, and you feel good, and you're not splintered and sort of pulled in so many different directions, right? And I feel like this action here, and it says movement needed, right? And I feel like this action, Taurus, is about your self-care. I feel like this action is about you to take movement, right, for your well-being, your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, because there's some things that have come to an end, and then there's going to be this new beginning, right? This new beginning that you're going to move into, and this new beginning where you are manifesting with love. And like I said, I feel like you've been doing that, Taurus, and I feel like that's why Spirit is wanting you to focus on your well-being a bit here and to take action, you know, towards that. And so you're manifesting so much of yourself out into the world, but you're not, some of you are not really taking care of yourself and your well-being. So Spirit wants you to do that, right? Because there's a new beginning. There's a new beginning that's going to be happening here for you, Taurus, right? And so your emotional and physical well-being is going to be important as you move forward. There's two cards here. So we have Tiger's Eye, courage. I am courageous, and this energy supports me throughout my life. And then we have, Tiger's Eye. And then we have Amazonite, and it says life's purpose. I am fully aligned to and living my life's purpose. Yeah. And I think this is you. I think this is how you're living now for some of you, Taurus. I think you are living your life's purpose. I think you're doing it courageously. I think you're manifesting with love. I think you're doing all of that, right? And there's this phase that you've been in on your journey that's coming to an end, which is a new beginning that's coming. And it's going to, I feel like it's going to take more of you, right? And so Spirit is wanting you to really focus on and take action on your well-being here. Your emotional and physical well-being is what I'm feeling here, Taurus. All right. So now we'll go to Aries. All right, so what messages do we have for Aries? For Aries. Ah, look at that. Create abundance, Aries. I love it. Archangel Michael. Create abundance. So Aries, this is the energy that's surrounding you at this time, right? Much abundance, Aries. Much abundance. Let's see here. Yeah, transformation, light and dark. Yeah, priorities. Okay. All right, so we have transformation, light and dark. I really like this card, yeah. And then we have priorities, building blocks for life, yeah. And so what I'm feeling here, Aries, for some of you, right? So, you know, there's a major part of your journey where you are going to manifest abundance, right, for yourself. We have Archangel Michael here. And I think on abundance on many levels, so it can mean many different things, not just money here, right, but abundance for yourself. And I think Spirit, the message here that's coming through it with this transformation is really getting your ego in alignment, okay? I think for some of you, we also have the fear card here, which is what I'm feeling like, yeah. So I think there are a couple of things. So for some of you, there's getting your ego in alignment, right? And the ego is not a bad thing, right? The light and the dark, right? I think for some of you, there's some fear, right? And we have release fear, embrace love, right? And so for you to create the abundance, right? To co-create, you know, your heart's desire with the universe, with spirit, right? There's a transformation that's happening for some of you, or will happen for some of you, Aries, where you're needing to get your ego right in alignment with your higher self, okay? Because that balance, right, will help you connect more with your intuition. You'll trust your intuition. You'll release the fear. You'll embrace love, right? You will prioritize things in the way that you need to, right? So we have priorities here, building blocks of life, yeah. And so you'll prioritize, you'll plan, you'll do the things that you need to do, and follow your intuition and spirit when your ego is in alignment with your higher self, okay, Aries? And so that's going to help you really create the abundance that you desire, is what I'm feeling here, Aries. Yeah. So we have Shungite discipline. And it says, I practice the art of discipline and it brings freedom to my soul. Discipline, yeah. And so again, it's these getting things, you know, prioritized, right? Prioritizing things, having your, you know, your ego in alignment with your higher self. That discipline, right, I think is what we're talking about here, you know, and really releasing any fear, right, that you may have. The situations will vary because this is a general reading. So just being sure that this alignment, this transformation, right, that you will go through or are going through, it will help you release any fears, right? So you can have that discipline and focus your priorities in the way that you need to create this abundance, Aries. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Aries. Next, we have Virgo. Okay, Spirit. So what messages do we have for Virgo? Oh, that was a lot of cards, Virgo. Let's see. All right, so we have let joy and love be your guide. We have inner child healing, Archangel Haniel. We have release into the light, Archangel Metatron coming through strongly for you here. Yes, and then we have forgiveness, Archangel Zadkiel. All right, so Virgo. For some of you, there's some healing that needs to take place, okay? And so some of you are going through an ascension, right? And some of you will be going through an ascension. And hopefully, as you are going through your transformation, is what I'm feeling here, right? Focus on letting joy and love guide you. Focus on your inner healing, right? And so for some of you, there's some work to do with your inner, you know, that inner child healing, right? And Spirit is saying, Archangel Metatron is here saying, release that energy into the light, right? That release that energy of those things that aren't serving you, right? There's some forgiveness that has to take place. There's some inner child healing that has to take place. So there's, you know, some emotional, you know, work here that's being done for you, Virgo, okay? But Archangel Metatron is here, you know, letting you know that you can release it into the light. The angels are with you, Virgo. The angels are with you, right? And really focus on, you know, love and joy. Let that be your guide and release all of those other things into the light, right? Because the angels are there, The angels are there for you. And you can release it and focus on your healing. Is what I'm feeling here, Virgo. Yeah, focus on your healing. Yeah. Oh, this is beautiful. So we have authentic self. Yeah, it says, who are you? Yeah, and I feel like, again, as I said, I think for some of you, there's some work here, right? There's some forgiveness. There's this inner child healing. So there's some healing of, your energy, your soul, all of this that needs to take place, right? And I think, Spirit is saying, right, this needs to happen for your authentic self to shine through, right? When you can have that forgiveness and have that healing and focus on joy and love, right, your authentic self will shine through. And that's what this ascension is for you, Virgo, in this transformation, right, is to really get down to your authentic self and have you really manifest that out into the world. Yeah. And so we have the gold cup of replenishment. Yeah, absolutely, right? And understanding that you're not alone, right? You're not alone. Your cup is full. Your cup is always full here, Virgo, is what Spirit is saying. Again, you're not alone, right? You can release those energies into the light, right? And know that your cup will be full, right? Know that you will not be alone. Yeah, this is beautiful, Virgo. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, manifestation. So we have Libyan gold tektite. Manifestation. I manifest positive outcomes. Yes. So this is the crystal here for you. Yeah. And so again, Virgo, this is you releasing, right? Having the forgiveness, having the inner child healing, releasing those energies, right, into the light so you can have the positive outcomes, right? This cup that's always full, right? You manifesting that, you manifesting your authentic self out into the world, right? Living with love and joy. This is what Spirit wants for you, Virgo, right? This is what Spirit wants for you. That's beautiful. All right, so now we move to Libra. All right, so what messages do we have for Libra, Spirit? Libra. What do we have for Libra? Enter into the void. Okay, so we have enter into the void. Archangel Uriel. Yeah, this is beautiful. Enter into the void. Yeah, and this is that space, Libra, where I think for some of you, you're holding space. You're entering through the void, I think, to hold space for others, to hold space for the collective, for friends, for family. I think that's what I'm feeling like. That's what this means for you, Libra, at this time. Yeah, dragon strength. Yeah, yeah, Libra. Like I said, I think many of you are entering into the void. Archangel Uriel. Yeah, you're entering to the void. I think to hold space for others, Libra, is what I'm feeling here. Yeah, and we have the fire, dragon strength. Yeah, and I think that's what that's the energy that you carry right now. You carry that strength, Libra. You're carrying that strength, I think, because you're standing in the void. You're in the void, holding space. Yeah, inner child. And it says, hear and know me. Inner child, hear and know me. I think there's one more here, Libra. Oh, there's two, yeah. All right, Libra, so we have passion, love for life, and then we have mystery and mastery of life. Yeah, so I feel like there's two things here, Libra, all right? So there's entering into the void, Archangel Uriel, and again, this fire energy, fire strength that you have. And then we have inner child, hear and know me, right? And I feel like for some of you, this is, you know, this is it's a different experience, right? It's something that some of you, you're trying to understand, right? So entering into the void and holding space for the collective or for friends and family, whatever the situation may be for each of you Libras, right? There's this part of you that I think feels lost in that, right? I think for some of you it's overwhelming and you feel a bit lost inside of that. But you have the inner child here, right? And Spirit is saying, like, the angels are with you, right? You're not alone, right? You are seen, you are heard, you are noticed. It's everything. You're in, when you're in the void, understand you're not in the void alone, right? You are heard, you are connected, you are extremely connected, right? And I think you know this, Libra, right? It's not that I think you know this, but I think that it's just, sometimes it's a lonely space, right? It's a lonely space sometimes. And so Spirit is just encouraging you, I think, to really continue to carry that strength, right? And understand that you are not alone and you are heard, you are loved, and what you're doing, this and for some of you that were, I think, questioning whether or not this is what you were actually doing in terms of being in the void for the collective or friends or family, this is confirmation of that, Libra, for some of you Libras, right? And so Spirit is saying to continue. It's like this for some of you, and I think there's a child here and a child here, because I think this is so new, right, for many of you, this sort of way of being that you're having to experience and as part of your journey. And you are feeling like you've gone through a rebirth, right? You've gone through a rebirth. And so it's like this child that's learning all of these things, right? And so know that you are being guided, Libra. You are definitely being guided. And so there's this part here about passion and love for life. And then also mastery and mystery and mastery of life, right? And so I think for some of you, Spirit just wants to remind you, right? And it's like you're between worlds, right? Is what I'm feeling here, Libra. You're between worlds. And so, you know, really give energy, right? And focus on, you know, the world that you are living in, right? Your everyday situation, right? Your passion and love for life, right? All of the mysteries and the masteries, the things that you're mastering, right? That's part of your life, what you're manifesting out into the world that you can see, that you can touch, right? So Spirit is saying, you know, continue to have passion for those things as well, right? Those things you can see, those things you can touch, right? Right? Because that has to be part, in order for you to really go on the journey the way that you need to, Libra, right? There has to be passion and love for life, right? For all of the things that you can see and touch and feel, and not just all of the things in the spirit realm, is what I'm feeling here, Libra. Yeah, so we have Malachite. I am a healing machine manifesting miracles. Yes, Libra. Like I said, Libra, you have entered into the void to hold space for others to really, you know, manifest healing and miracles and helping others with their ascension and so many different things, right? You're in the void. You're in the void. You're for the collective is what I'm feeling here, Libra. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Libra. All right. Next we have Cancer. I think I know the wrong cards. All right. So what messages do we have for Cancer? Cancer. All right. Here we go. So we have Create, Archangel Michael. We have Enter into the Void, Archangel Uriel. And we have White Light, Chakra Activation. All right. All right, so we have Create, Archangel Michael here. We have, again, Enter into the Void. I think we just had that for Libra. And then we have White Light, Chakra Activation. Yeah. And so for some of you Cancers, right, I think you're going through your ascension and you are, you know, I feel like you are manifesting your heart's desires here. I feel like you are creating your dreams, right? I feel like some of you have, for you Cancer, I feel like some of you have gone into the void, right? And you've gone through this transformation, right? You've activated your chakras, you know, and really, I think, accepted this light and with this, like you're flowing. I feel like you're flowing with the energy, right? I feel like you've figured out really how to, and it feels like working your light is what I'm feeling here. And what I mean by that, Cancer, is flowing, right? It's important for you to flow with energy, Cancer. And I think that many of you have realized that. And I think many of you are doing that. And so you are, I feel like you're creating your dreams. You're manifesting your dreams. For some of you, you've entered into the void where you were transformed, right? And you entered into this void transformed, and now you're flowing with the energy is what I'm feeling here, Cancer. Yeah, and you are creating, you're co-creating with the universe. You've entered into the void, you're co-creating with the universe, right? You are aligning and getting yourself in balance, or you have gotten yourself in balance, right? With this transformation that you've gone through. And for those of you that are not, you know, within this energy yet, this is what you will enter into, right? Once you, if you're going through an ascension right now and you've entered into the void, right? This is the transformation that's happening for you, Cancer. This is the ascension that's happening for you, entering into the void and going through this transformation to really bring in this new level of light. Yeah. Because it's going to help you really create and manifest your dreams, Cancer. Yeah, it says joy and happiness. The yellow, the bee. Yep, joy and happiness. And then we have dimensional gateway and invitation. Yeah. And so, as I said, I think that some of you, you know, you've entered into the void. You've gone through this gateway, right? Spirit, the angels, the universe have really opened this door, this portal, this gateway for you to enter into the void so that you can be transformed, right? And now you're going to have these new levels of light, or you already have these new levels of light, right? And so joy and happiness, right, is forthcoming, right? Because you're going to create the joy and happiness for yourself. You're going to create abundance. You're going to manifest your dreams. Yeah. You've gone through this gateway, right? You've answered the invitation. Is what I'm feeling here, Cancer. For some of you, yeah. It's beautiful. Yeah, sunstone. Yeah, and you're going to feel empowered if you haven't already entered this void, you will. But if you have entered this void and you are in the process of this ascension and transformation, you know, you're going to come out when this is done, like very empowered, right? With the new levels of light, you're going to feel empowered to create. So we have the sunstone, empowerment. And it says, I am empowered in all areas of my life. Yeah. So you're going to feel empowered, Cancer, to create and manifest the joy and happiness that you desire, to create and manifest the abundance, your dreams, your heart's desire. You're going to feel empowered to do that after this transformation in the void, Cancer. Ah, this is beautiful. All right. So let's see here. We have Aquarius next. All right. So what messages do we have for Aquarius? Open your heart, Archangel Michael. Open your heart, Archangel Michael. Yeah. So Aquarius, that's going to be important for your ascension. All right, let's see what messages we have for Aquarius. So we have Mother Earth grounding. See if that card comes out. It's flipped. So we have heart healing here. All right, so I think that's it, Aquarius. All right. So we have Mother Earth grounding and support. Mother Earth grounding and support. We have green heart healing. We have listen and take note. And we have blessings and thanks, abundant universe. Yes, right. And so for some of you Aquarius, right, the focus here is opening your heart, right? Because there's some healing that needs to take place for some of you, right? And that healing is needed in order for you to really hear, right? And really connect strongly with your intuition. And so I think some of you have done that, right? Some of you have done the work. You've gone through the healing process. You've gone through the grounding of your energy and balancing of your energy, right? And focused on your healing. You've done the work, right? And now you're answering the call, right? You're listening and taking note because it's leading you to your blessings, right? It's leading you to your blessings. So some of you have done this. I'm feeling like some of you have, you know, open your heart space, allow the healing to happen, right? You've focused on grounding and balancing your energy, right? And really moving into a higher vibration, higher frequency, right? Because the wake-up call came and you took note, right? You took note because you are being led to your blessings, right? The abundance that is awaiting you, Aquarius. Yeah. I feel like some of you have done the work already, and some of you will need to do the work, right? So really do the work to focus on grounding your energy, right? Focus on balancing your energy and opening up your heart space to allow the healing to take place, because the call is there, right? The call is there. We all are being called for our life's purpose, right? And so the call is there, Aquarius, right? So it's up to you to listen and take note, but understand that you answering the call will lead to so many blessings, right? So much abundance for you, Aquarius, is what I'm feeling here. Yeah, so it says, Agate, healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. Yeah, Agate, healthy body, yeah. And so really taking note, I think, here for some of you of, I think doing the work, right, of really going through your healing, right? I think that healing and opening up your heart space with opening up the love in your heart and your heart space and allowing yourself to heal is going to help you physically, is what I'm feeling here. It's going to help you physically. Let's see if there's one more card here, Aquarius. Yeah, Scolasite, peace. I am an instrument of peace. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to help you physically, and I think, mentally, right? The peace when you allow that healing to take place, you know, the peace, the physical body, the mental body, you know, all of that will be in alignment for you to move forward here, right? And answering this call. Aquarius, yeah. This is beautiful. Okay, so next we have Capricorn. All right, so next we have Capricorn. So what messages do we have for Capricorn? So your personal atmosphere, Archangel Michael. Ah, yes, Capricorn, okay. And then we have on top here, New Beginnings, Archangel Metatron. All right, so let's see what messages we have here. So your personal atmosphere, Archangel Michael, and then New Beginnings, Archangel Metatron. Capricorn, yeah. So immediately, Capricorn, I'm feeling like, you know, your personal atmosphere. So this is really, I feel like creating boundaries, Capricorn. I think for some of you, you may need to set some boundaries, you know, to protect your energy. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling like, because there's a new beginning for you, Capricorn. And I feel like there are some boundaries that need to be put in place for protecting your energy. But know that, you know, you are, Archangel Metatron is coming through and letting you know that with your ascension and your new levels of light, right, you're going to be even more connected, right, with spirit, with the universe, with the angels, with the ascendant masters. And so there's some protection of your energy, right? There's some boundaries that need to be in place here, Capricorn. And you will know, like, follow your intuition is what I'm feeling here, Capricorn, because you will know. Yeah, follow your intuition. And you'll know the boundaries that you need to set here. Yeah, follow your intuition. That's what I'm feeling, Capricorn. Follow your intuition. Yeah, the ancestors. The ancestors are with you. Yeah, that protection that you have, Capricorn. The ancestors are with you, helping to guide you, protecting you, connecting with you through your intuition. Yeah. We also have relationships in harmony, love. Yeah. Yeah, and then connection and attunement. Okay. So Capricorn, so there are some energies, Capricorn. You are moving into a new level of light, right? This new beginning for you involves this new level of light. And so there are some energies that, you know, will not be able, you're going to have to set some boundaries, right? But the energies that are really, you know, able to go with you to this new level of light, you know, Spirit is saying really stay connected to those relationships. So those relationships that actually bring you love and peace and harmony, right? Those are the relationships that you want to make sure you focus on and stay connected with, right? And understand that the ancestors, right? So it says appreciation and healing, right? The ancestors are with you, right? They are looking after you. They are watching over you. They are helping to protect you, right? But you have to create some boundaries in some instances here, Capricorn. And then we also have connection and attunement. Yeah. And so I'm feeling like this new level of light that you're going to be flowing in, right, is why you have to create some boundaries here, Capricorn. Yeah. All right, let's see if there's a couple more messages here. Yeah, ancient wisdom. So it says ancient wisdom crystal. I am an expression of the powerful ancient wisdom in my soul. It guides me through life. Yeah, ancient wisdom. It's a beautiful card. And I love this card. Yeah. And again, I think it's connected to, you know, it could be connected to past lives, but I think it's also connected to the ancestors and, you know, how they are connecting with you and really reaching you through your intuition is what I'm feeling here, Capricorn. Yeah, this is beautiful. All right, so that's Capricorn. Next we have Sagittarius. What messages do we have for Sagittarius, please? What messages do we have for Sagittarius? Two cards here, Sagittarius. All right, so we have your personal atmosphere and you are ascending. So we just had that card, Archangel Michael. We just had that card for Capricorn. Yeah. And then we have you are ascending, Archangel Azrael. You are ascending. Yeah. And so for some of you Sagittarians, right, you are ascending to new levels of light. And for you as well, I'm feeling like there are some boundaries, right, that need to be put in place, right, to help protect your energy, your new levels of light that you are ascending to, right? There's an ascension that's happening for you that's allowing you to, you know, to come in with new levels of light, a higher frequency, right? And so there are some boundaries that need to be set here for you. So it says, conquering fear, start today, and go with the flow, paddle on. So conquering fear, start today, and go with the flow, paddle on. All right. Yeah, and so I think for some of you, right, there's, you know, some of you are afraid, you're moving into this new level, light, you're ascending. And some of you are maybe a little afraid of what that means. But Spirit is saying, you know, this is a new experience for you in terms of this ascension that's happening to you at this time. And so Spirit is saying, really go with the flow of it, right? Go with the flow, paddle on, because there's great abundance, you know, that's going to be part of your journey. And so go with the flow of this energy, right? Try to flow with this new level of light, you know, with this ascension that's happening. Try to flow with it because it's leading you, right, to a very important part of your journey here, Sagittarius. So paddle on. Yeah, Spirit is saying paddle on and go with the flow. Go with the flow of this ascension. Go with the flow of the universe, right? Yeah. And release that fear. I think going through this ascension will allow you to release that fear once you decide that you're going to flow with this energy. We have 2 cards here. So we have clear quartz, clarity. I have clarity in all aspects of my life. Yeah. And so that's, yeah. And so there's some fear that, you know, I think fear of the unknown, right? But Spirit is saying paddle on, right? Because, you know, things will become clear, right? You'll have the clarity and paddle on. We have Fire Gate here, and it says, I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. Yes, because this is where you're headed, right? This is where you're headed. Like I said, Sagittarius, this journey, this is part of your journey, this ascension and new levels of light. And so paddle on and try to go with the flow of that energy, right? That will allow you to release the fear and have more creativity, because you'll have more clarity as well, and your creativity will shine through, Sagittarius. Yeah. All right, so next we have Pisces. All right, so what messages do we have for Pisces? Messages do we have for Pisces? We have your personal atmosphere. Oh my gosh, it's like the 3rd one in a row. So there are some boundaries here, Pisces, that you need to set to protect your energy, or, you know, just boundaries in general. Okay, Archangel Michael is coming through here. All right, so let's see here. What messages do we have for Pisces? I think my neighbors are playing music. All right, so we have karma, untying the knots. Yeah, untying the knots. Karma, untying the knots. Yeah, and I think there are some cords that are for you, Pisces. I think there are some cords that are being cut. There are some, you know, there's some untying the knots, and so it's creating some boundaries that you need to have here is what I'm feeling, Pisces. Yeah, codependency, key to freedom. Yeah, so untying the knots and codependency. Yeah, I think that's going to be cleared for you, Pisces. I think that's going to be cleared for you, right? So you going through your ascension at this time and creating some boundaries, I think that's going to cut some cords for you where, you know, you're releasing this codependency. You're untying these knots here. I'm so sorry if you're hearing the music. Those are my neighbors. We're almost done here. All right, so let's see. For Pisces, yeah, success. Yeah, so this is going to be important for you, Pisces. So we have orpiment, success. I am successful in all that I do. Yeah, and so the releasing of that codependency, the untying of the knots, which I feel like is the cutting of some cords and some boundaries, right? Your personal atmosphere, having some boundaries, right, will keep the space clear as it need to be, so that you can really move forward on your journey of success, towards your success, your higher purpose, your highest good, your heart's desire, all of that, Pisces. Yeah. All right. Next we have Gemini. Last but not least, Gemini.